Welcome, CDL fans. We are here for the second game day of our 2021 season. Well, preseason, I should say, right? So it's the second round of our 2021 CDL preseason tournament. All set to get underway. We got the first matchup on the field. We got the 16th seed of this tournament right over here on the home side, right? This is the Toronto Titans. They had a first round win over the San Francisco Shinobis, and they are going to be home to take on one of the teams that had that first round bye. Of course, the top 8 had the first round bye, the 6th seeded San Diego Lightning. So let's get a look at the lineups. The Lightning, 2020 Pacific Division champions, lead the way with El Rey, followed by Zap at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, it's Futurama, and that 5-point gainer, it is going to be was that Rocket Power? Yeah, I believe Rocket Power was the name. Yeah, yep. I was right. It's Rocket Power. So that is San Diego's lineup to start this game. To the home side, Indy 5 Junior leads the way for the Toronto Titans, followed by Wen at the middleman spot. Synchro has the captain's position, and that 5-point gainer is X-Wing. So, here we go. About ready for this game to begin. Ooh, a little gray shot and a good flip right there. Toronto in the lead. El Rey did get that clip shot there. It was a slight contact. 5-0 Toronto. So that brings out Wen now. And Wen gets taken down. 10-0 San Diego in the lead. So that now brings out Synchro for the Titans, trying to keep his team in the game. And he goes down. El Rey on a roll here. 15-0 Donut Surfer Dinner. And that does it for our first game of this game day, of this February 3rd game day. So 15-0 the score, 15-0 score, Donut Surfer Dinner, and Toronto with that win over San Francisco, but San Diego too much for them. So coming up next, we got the Washington Patriots. Going to be home to take on the Boston Vandals. So that's the next one on tap here as we go on ahead and get ourselves prepared for the match. Yeah, get the old teams, or the previous 2 teams off the field, and we'll get set up with it. So, of course, we're doing the thing to where the winner gets to donate basically $5 plus whatever else gets earned by these teams by overtime games to the charity of their choice, along with the box of chocolates, right? So as of right now, we're up to $7. See if we get any extra dollars added onto that today. So hitting the field now, the number 5 seed, the Boston Vandals, are going to be on the visitor's side, of course, after having the first round bye, and they'll get themselves set up here real quick. This, of course. These teams, I'd say, looking forward to their match here, and to the home side we go. Is the rookie going to start off again? Yep, why not? So Washington got their lineup, as does Boston. So let's go on ahead. Washington had that overtime win over the Buffalo Warriors in the first round. They're on the home side of the field today. The number 19 seed coming into this tournament, the Boston Vandals. They are the number 5 seed. They lead the way with the Yellow Spider, followed by Blue Dragon 2, Vendetta at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer, that is Nitro. To the home side of the field, we got Hyperfin, followed by No Fear at the middleman spot, Ratitude at the captain's position, and that 5-point gainer is Orange Chevelle. So both teams set and ready to go. And both cars staying up, switching sides. Hyperfin is a rookie. Ooh, that time we had him out of play. Boy, did he go out of play. So Hyperfin, the rookie, trying to impress yet again. He did in that game against Buffalo. Way lighter car. So he takes on Yellow Spider, who's putting up a good fight right now. Both these cars are. Look at that. Rolls really well on this soft field. Hyperfin does, and gets a good flip there. So 5-0 Washington in the lead. So that now brings out Blue Dragon 2. And that time, Blue Dragon 2 out of play. So we have ourselves a 5-0 game. Ooh, he was down. Hyperfin was down, but we have the out of play that saves him. Still a 5-0 game, or my bad, 5-0 game. Wrong team. It's been a long night, folks. It's nighttime for me. It's daytime for you. But anyways, that time we had no contact. So both cars back to their own side of the field after the out of play, and we still got a 5-0 game. Patriots in the lead, and again, out of play we go. Folks, that's how you get your morning cardio. So out of play yet again, still 5-0. And Hyperfin, he's a tough guy to take down. I mean, well, he's getting flipped, but Blue Dragon 2 having a hard time staying in the field of play. So the match continues. And we'll look at this, both cars again still staying up. Keeping their own sides. And that time both cars out of play. So we got a battle on our hands with two teams who have cars that like to go out of play a lot. So still 5-0 the score. Washington in the lead. Boston trying to fight back here. Both cars again able to stay up. And not that time, Hyperfin has another flip. 10-0 Washington in the lead. And Hyperfin, he's been good in this preseason so far. And the Patriots one flip away from a win here. And look at that. Vendetta going out of play. So, out of play, resets at his own side. Still a 10-0 game. And make it 10-5. So Boston fighting back. So that now brings out No Fear. 10-5 the score. No Fear looking to put this game away. Vendetta trying to tie this thing up, and not going to happen. 15-5 will be the final. And look at that. The Washington Patriots moving on to the second round. Or my bad, to the third round. I guess it kind of feels like a second round to them, right? But, yeah, moving on to the third round. I say the second round for San Diego, too. Misspoke. But anyways, 15-5 is the final score there. Washington with the win over Boston, and coming up, the last of all the soft field games for the day. We got the Puerto Rico Players going to be home against the San Antonio Defenders. So, that matchup about to happen. We're just going to get all these teams, all these cars put away. Ready for the next contest on deck. So Boston, the number 5 seed, eliminated. And the 19th seeded Washington Patriots, they are indeed moving on. So Buffalo and Boston both upset by Washington. And maybe I just got to point it out that Atlantic Division teams have done pretty good in this tournament for themselves so far, you know? So we get ready for the San Antonio Defenders and the Puerto Rico Players. So Jim Hulse Seniors, defending Western Conference champions, the number 2 seed of this tournament, about to be on the road to take on the number 22 seed of this tournament, the Puerto Rico Players. And of course, 21-seeded Atlanta beat the 12-seeded Chicago Wind Attack. So a huge upset there. And I think Jim Hulse Sr. would like to make up for that one and try to get a win here. But we'll see what happens. So, the visiting side, which would be San Antonio, they are ready for this one. And the response being planned out here. And, yep. Planned out, ready to go. So let's get a look at the lineups. Didn't take too long to set up. Last soft field game of the day. Leading the way for the San Antonio Defenders is Shell. Keep in mind, he's got a little bit of weight added into him for this season. Following him out there, former Chicago Wind Attack player, that's Aqua Ferrari. At the captain spot, that's Far Future. And at 5-point gainer is Chameleon. Chameleon and Far Future, the only 2 members of this team that were with it last year for that Crash Bowl run. To the home side of the field, Puerto Rico leads the way with Sub-Zero, followed by Blue BMW at the middleman spot. to the captain spot, it is Ratitude Jr. And at 5-point gainer is Rowdy. So both teams ready to go. Here we go. Sub-Zero and Shell starting us off. Ooh, both cars able to stay up too. And this time Shell gets a good flip. And that's something Jim Holt Sr. definitely wanted to see right there. Shell getting the flip. 5-0 the score in favor of San Antonio's. That brings out Blue BMW, make it 10-5. Pretty good day for Shell. Blue BMW was so dominant in that first game too. When Puerto Rico beat New York, they shut them out. So, make it a 10-5 game. San Antonio in the lead, looking to shut it down. The rookie here, making his first appearance on the field, is Ratitude Jr. And so far, both cars able to stay up. I wonder how long. It looks like we can definitely tell Ratitude Jr. is outweighed here by Aqua Ferrari. But he has that defensive skill. Ooh, able to stay up right there. And a clip shot that time. And Aqua Ferrari, off the field he goes. So the score is still 10-5 in favor of the defenders. Aqua Ferrari trying to get that game-winning flip here. And out of play goes Ratitude Jr. So the rookie getting his work in here, cutting his teeth. Tough battle for him to get things going here. 10-5 the score, going out against a heavier car. Almost went down. And that time does. So Puerto Rico eliminated right there. 15-5 the final. The San Antonio defenders are going further in this tournament than I thought they would. I thought Chicago would be moving on to the third round in this tournament. And here it's San Antonio. So the defenders, impressive. And actually, they actually have a pretty heavy team when you consider Aqua Ferrari and Chameleon. And it was impressive, an impressive day by Shell, or outing by Shell. And just a good thing for them. I mean, they got a good thing going there, it looks like. But 15-5, San Antonio getting the win over Puerto Rico, and we are about to switch to the hard field. And it's going to bring our first segment, should I say the first half of this game day, to an end. Either way you say it, you're saying it right. So we got the defending world champions about to hit the field here. And of course, I am talking about the Tampa Bay Gators. And they will be on the road to take on the Detroit Devils. And if you remember your CDL history, you'll remember that the Detroit Devils pulled that stunning upset over the Tampa Bay Gators in the second round, I believe it was, of the 2019 playoffs. Let's see, Puerto Rico, San Antonio, got it. So, soft field removed, and onto the hard field we go. And we now get things set up for Brandon Kuma's team to take the field here. His lineup set for the day. His Mexico City squad will be taking the field later on. The Jaguars going to be playing against the Denver Mustangs. So, anyway, so it's going to be Battle leading the way for the Gators today, the defending world champs. Following him out there is going to be Ratified today. 47 Ronan will have the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer, Purple Fire. To the home side of the field, the Detroit Devils. Got to pick their lineup, yeah. But I think they got something they kind of like going with. So Detroit is ready themselves. They still haven't put Black Marinello on that front three, but I think they kind of like him at the 5-point gainer spot. So, we shall see what happens here. Let's get a look at the lineups. Of course, Detroit got that 15-5 win over Nevada in the first round. They are the 23rd seed, the lowest seed remaining in this here preseason tournament. So, Battle leading the way. Oh, we already went through it. Battle, Ratified, 47 Ronan, Purple Fire. To the home side, the rookie V-Dub leads the way for Detroit, followed by Pioneer at the middleman spot. Spectite at the captain's position, and Black Marinello will have the 5-point gainer position for today's game for the Detroit Devils. So here we go, on to the hard field, and the rookie out there taking on Battle. So V-Dub and Battle. Ooh, Battle almost had him stumbling, mumbling, fumbling up the field. and that will void the flip. Gotta keep it in play. So we've got a scoreless game as we go at it again. And V-Dub gets flipped there. Battle onto his side. Looked like he was going down, but got back up. 5-0 Tampa Bay. He's just a good car all the way around. Battle is. And Brandon I think he was a little frustrated during the draft because he was trying to figure out a way to make his team better. Well, how you make the world champions any better than what they are. Well, the Gators are now up 10-5 as Battle and Pioneer split that one there. So we got a 10-5 game. Ratified now going for the wins. Spectite trying to tie it up. Almost did. Spin cycle for Ratified, keeping himself in it. Look at this. Spectite staying pretty well stable, but Ratified riding out the wave here. And Ratified getting the flip. Deep fry me a Twinkie and send it to Mississippi. 15-5 the final score. And that does it for the first half of this game day. So, the charity donation or whatever, of course, it's going to be the tournament winner's choice, but it stays at $7 for now. No overtime games yet. But 15-5, Tampa Bay getting it done over Detroit. So, don't know who's going to be playing who in the next round, but so far, it's been a good day for the away teams, right? For the higher seeded teams, all these teams that had that first round bye. Of course, these were the 8 top teams from last season and showing dominance here today. At least San Diego, San Antonio, Tampa Bay. Not so much for Boston, though. I wonder how that might turn out for them in the future. But, that being said, first half of the game day done. Coming up on the second half, we got the Denver Mustangs leading off, home against Brandon Kuma's Mexico City Jaguars. Then we got the battle between mother and stepson here. We got Matt Geiser's Atlanta Avengers hosting Lila Geiser's Montreal Saints. Should be an interesting one there. And then Matt Geiser's other team, his Phoenix Firebirds, hosting Alex Johnson's Los Angeles Blades. And then we have a first-round rematch from last year's playoffs, the Gowanda Outlaws on the road against the Philadelphia Demons. And, of course, the Philadelphia Demons, they're looking for some revenge. They got knocked out by Gowanda last year in that first-round matchup. So that's all going to be coming up when we come back. So I don't know if I'm going to put this in the same video, edit it all together nice and whatnot, but I don't know. We'll find out. I'll surprise myself just as well as I'll surprise you. So, yeah, we'll see it. Welcome back, Toy Car Demolition Derby fans, CDL fans, Smash Heads as I like to call you. We are back with our 2021 preseason tournament. First half of it done. Had some pretty good games. Down into the second half we go, though. The hard field continues with the action here. Brandon Kuma sent his Tampa Bay Gators to the third round, and now he'll try to do it with his Mexico City Jaguars. They are on the road against the league-operated Denver Mustangs. Mexico City, 4th seeded team in this tournament, and they'll lead the way with Solid Snake. Following him out there, it's going to be Charizard. At the captain spot is 48 Hours, and a 5-point gainer is Inquisitor. So now, like I said, that's the 4th seed to the home side of the field. We got the 20th seed, the Denver Mustangs, leading the way with Purple Custo. Following him out there is going to be Golden Rat. At the captain spot, it's Red Detta, and at 5-point gainer is Hawkeye for the Denver Mustangs. So Brandon Kuma going up against a team that is trying to model themselves after his Tampa Bay squad. So a little bit of flattery. Will it get them anywhere? We're about to find out. As these two teams start things off, and down goes Purple Custo. So 5-0. Jaguars in the lead as that now brings out Golden Rat. Ooh, almost went down there, able to hang in there. Look at this, Solid Snake and Golden Rat going at it, and ooh, a great shot. Both cars survive it, though. So both cars, opposite sides going at it. Look at that, almost a flip there, and this time, ooh, Golden Rat just able to hang on there. And that time, not able to hang on. The front end can be hard to duplicate between cars. We try to get it close with Golden Rat, but, I mean, hey, Solid Snake is a good car, man. So Solid Snake has Mexico City a 10-0 lead, but that now brings out Red Detta. Trying to keep the Mustangs in the game, do a barrel roll, able to keep his team in it. Good spin spin cycle maneuver. Now both cars down. That's going to end it. Red Dead could not. He got himself to his side, but couldn't roll back to the straight up position. 15-5 is the final. And that does it for this game. 15-5. The Mexico City Jaguars, the number 4 seed, moving on in this tournament. So Brandon Kuma, he got both of those teams to the conference finals last year. And of course, Tampa Bay ended up going all the way. Mexico City, of course, met their end in those conference finals against the San Antonio Defenders. But on they go. So some familiar teams from last year making it to the final 8, right? I guess you could say, at least for the preseason tournaments. Kind of starting to look a little bit like last year's playoffs, a little bit. San Antonio moving on to the 3rd round. Tampa Bay moving on to the 3rd round. Mexico City moving on to the 3rd round as well. The Denver Mustangs, they actually made it to the final 4 of the preseason tournament last year. Will not be getting back this year. So, anyways, Mexico City moving on. And we're going to find out some more stuff about the happen with the brackets soon. And the reason why I say more stuff's about to happen with the bracket soon is the next 2 teams coming out. We got the 3 seed, Lila Geyser's Montreal Saints, going to be taking the visiting side of the field. And Matt Geyser's Atlanta Avengers going to be taking the home side of the field. And they're the team that pulled off the shocker, the upset over Chicago with that win. It was amazing, but we'll see if they can duplicate it. Of course, Lila Geyser's squad, same squad that they had last year, rolling out there this year. And we're about to see if it all works out. Of course, a weight has been put into Black Bullet 1 to assist them, make them a little heavier. They're about to be able to test that out. So the lineup, the response that must be made, and will be made. So response all set up by the Atlanta Avengers. And of course it was Red Drager who really impressed in Atlanta's opening matchup. But let's get a look at the lineups. Starting with the Montreal Saints, made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They are the number 3 seed coming into this tournament. Leading the way for them, Black Bullet 1, the former San Francisco Shinobi, now in Montreal, and leading the way today. Has a little extra weight put in him. We'll see if it helps him out today. Coming out at the middleman spot, that is going to be 46 Junior. At the captain spot, the winner of last year's Battle Royal at the end of the season, 24 hours. And it'll be Padawan at the 5-point gainer position. A really defensive style of squad for the Montreal Saints. So the home side of the field, Monkey Ball leads the way for the Atlanta Avengers today. Following him out there is going to be Red Drager. At the captain spot, that is Solar Reflex. And at 5-point gainer for the Atlanta Avengers, it is Mika. So both teams set and ready to go. Here we go. Game on. And a good flip right there for Black Bullet 1. That weight might be helping him. And in both these cars now, this should be interesting. Because Black Bullet 1 and Red Drager both have the same type of additional weight added in. It's like a little 15-gram weight. It's like a little thing. It's made of tungsten. One of the heaviest elements on the periodic table, tungsten. So it's a heavy metal, non-radioactive or anything like that, but it's heavy, right? Just a little bit of the stuff is, it weighs a lot. So, size deceiving. So anyways, about like one little, it's about the size of this, and it weighs about half of a normal car, right? So that's how heavy it kind of is. And look at this, Black Bullet 1 gets taken down by Red Drager. We got a tie game. All even at 5. Red Drager getting it done there. He did in the first game. Can he do it again? As he takes on 46 Junior, I should say. Whoop, out of play goes Red Drager. So still a tie game at 5. 46 Junior is a heavy car. And he's heavier than Red Drager. To be exact, he's more around the 60-gram mark, whereas Red Drager is maybe 40-something, I think. Maybe right at 40. So definitely met his match here, but he has the flip. So Red Drager is on a roll here in this preseason. The score now 10-5 in favor of the Atlanta Avengers, looking for the win here. And almost had it. Both cars staying up. And now 24 Hours gets a flip on Red Drager. Spoke too soon. He ain't going to go through the preseason unbeaten or unflipped. We got a tie game. All even at 10 is that now brings out Solar Reflex for the Avengers. And Solar Reflex down. 24 Hours now on a roll. So Montreal in the lead. 15-10 looking for the win. Mika trying to force overtime, and that would be the $8 donated to charity of the winner's choosing. But if we get there and there is an interference, both cars got to get back up regardless of that. But interference on the play. To go again. Both cars staying in it, and this time, almost a flip there. Mika trying to force overtime. And it's not going to happen, so we won't see that $8 just yet. Of course, $1 additional to the original $5 for every overtime game. So, but we almost got there, but 15-10 is the final. The Montreal Saints getting the win over the Atlanta Avengers. So, Lila Geyser and her squad on to the next round. They go. Don't feel too bad, Matt. I know your Atlanta team just lost, but your Phoenix Firebirds are playing next. But that being said, it's your last team in this thing, and it's Alex's last team in this thing. So you guys are both battling it out because it's a pretty big game. Puerto Rico's out now, Atlanta's out. So tough one there. And just as I was starting to speak so highly of how good the Atlantic Division teams were doing, and then we see Puerto Rico and Atlanta get knocked out, right? So, anyways. But let's see what that does for us here. We got Montreal moving on. We can do some bracket filling, right? So Montreal, Mexico City, the number 4 seed, moving on, which means the lowest seed to move on. We know one of our matchups for the third round. The 19th seeded Washington Patriots will be playing against their Atlantic Division rivals, the number 1 seed, the Tampa Bay Gators. So we know that much. And we also know that the number 6 seed, the Toronto Titans, they got their, the 6th seed, the San Diego Lightning. I don't know why I said the Titans. Titans were 16th. They got eliminated by San Diego. But the number 6 seeded San Diego Lightning will look for revenge against the Mexico City Jaguars because we know that's one of the matchups secured for the next round. So San Diego and Mexico City, Washington and Tampa Bay. So, only 2 games left, and we'll see where these teams end up playing. Getting some of these matchups filled out. Next one up, Phoenix and Los Angeles. So, if Los Angeles gets the win, they will be playing home against Montreal in the next round. And if Phoenix wins, they will be home against San Antonio in the next round. So, answering those questions about what matchups are going to occur on Monday of next week. That's what we're doing. Anywho, Montreal and Atlanta. Yeah. So Los Angeles and Phoenix about to hit the field here. And we'll get the lineups picked for them and get this match underway. The LA Blades coming into this tournament, the number 7 seed. Phoenix coming into this thing, the number 15 seed, and the overtime win over Seattle. So we'll see if they can do similar things yet again. It'll be an interesting lineup for the Blades as they are going to lead the way with Green Blaze Jr. He had some weight added into him. They think it might help him be better defensively. We'll find out momentarily. Follow him out there will be Pink Indy Jr. Greenland is at the captain spot, and Cove Light has the 5-point gainer position for them today. And we'll go to the home side. We'll see what their opponents have here. So, something that they used more or less last year. We'll switch. So, Kit Custom going to lead the way for Phoenix today, followed by Green Arrow at the middleman spot. Power Pistons will have the captain's position, and Stock 34 will be at 5-point gainer for the Phoenix Firebirds. So both teams ready to go, and we'll get this matchup underway. So Alex Johnson's squad and Matt Geiser's other squad here. Of course, every CDL team owner is allowed to have 2 teams in the league. And the first flip of the game right there. Green Blaze Jr. takes down Kid Custom. 5-0 Blades in the leads. That brings out Green Arrow. You know, you gotta see that defense get tested maybe. And look at this. Both cars are gonna end up down. So Green Blaze Jr. on his side could not roll back to his top, or back to his bottom there. But he did go 1-0-1, had a pretty good game day. 10-5 Blades in the lead, and now Pink Indy Jr. will look to put this game away. And of course, Power Pistons trying to even things up. And both cars are down. So we got a 15-10 score. Blades still in the lead. And now going for the win here is Grelina, stock 34, trying to force overtime. Grelina for the win, stock 34, trying to force OT. Who's going to get their way here? And almost a flip, but stock 34 staying up on the field extension. Switching sides with Grelina here. Battling it out, Phoenix and LA. And that's a Pacific Division battle here in the preseason. These two continue to go at it. Both cars, yes, staying up. See some Grelina debris on the field there. I don't know if y'all noticed that. These two continue to battle. These cars do take a beating in the course of all the years that they do play. And boy, do they play hard. As the match continues, stock 34 and Grelina in a fight with the game on the line. Stock 34 trying to force OT, trying to even this thing at 15. Grelina would love to try to get that win and know how to play. So that really puts a break in things. So now we gotta find them. Sometimes cars go missing. We got them. So we got stock 34. Clean off the field a little bit. Out of play he went. Still 15-10. Match continuing now. Man, what a match. Look at that. Good way to stay up, and even though he took a hard hit, but that time going down 15-10 is going to be the final of this one, and the Los Angeles Blades have squashed Matt Geiser's hopes of winning the 2021 preseason tournament. So Alex Johnson and the Blades moving on. So the number 7 seed, that first round bye, all that little extra rest paying off, but the Phoenix Firebirds putting up a good fight, no doubt about it. So LA moving on to the third round, where the Montreal Saints will await, and of course LA will be home in that game. So that leaves our last game here. We're going to have the Gowanda Outlaws and the Philadelphia Demons. Last game of the second round. The winner will go on to play the number 2 seed, the San Antonio Defenders. So, who will it be facing against the Defenders in round 3? Will it be the Demons or the Outlaws? Of course, the Gowanda Outlaws, a league-operated team. Basically up for adoption, right? If you want to look at it that way. The CDL team that needs a team owner. And the Philadelphia Demons, owned by Shane Geiser. Of course, they beat his other team. Shane's 2 teams had to play against each other in the first round of this tournament, which was just the way that the seeding worked out from the previous season. But here we go. Playoff rematch from just last year. Gowanda looks so different without Lamborghini on that team. Of course, Lamborghini, a car that had been on that team since 1999. Long career for that car. And, I say, yeah, they look really, really different from what they used to be, no doubt about it. But they appear to be ready. And their opponents, of course, Philadelphia Demons, they're getting there. So, did we put, no, it was this car that we put that in. So anyway, so let's go on ahead. Get a look at the lineup here for our last game of the day here. We got Reptile leading the way for the Gowanda Outlaws, followed by Hammer at the middleman spot. To the captain spot for Gowanda, that is Black Spinebuster. And at 5-point gainer is Demon 4. To the home side of the field, Philadelphia Demons leading the way with High Tech, followed by Hammer Jr. At the captain spot, it's going to be Silver Molina, and at 5-point gainer, Red Spectite for the Philadelphia Demons. So here we go. These two cars are actually the same model, but of course, and actually I think they both got some weight added into them, some putty weight. So got to be around the same size weight-wise too. So these two continue to go at it. So the orange wheels, or the car with the orange wheels, I don't know if you can see that clearly, but that would be Philly's car. The car with the yellow wheels, Gowanda's car. Of course, I can tell from here. Ooh, do a barrel roll, able to stay in the game. As we got High Tech and Reptile going at it. Ooh, almost a flip there. This time, again. Hard hit, but Reptile staying up. As this High Tech. Two very evenly matched cars, but then again, they are the same exact model of car, so that would make sense. We actually kind of have a mirror match here, and out of play both cars go. So we got Reptile and High Tech leading this game off, and then we got Hammer and Hammer Jr. that might be forced to come out next to face each other, but there we have both cars out of play, still scoreless. And make it 5-0. Reptile getting the flip. Outlaws in the lead. 5-0 the scores. That brings out Hammer Jr. And Hammer Jr.'s down off a clip shot. 10-0 Gowanda. Looking for that repeat. Silver Molina trying to keep the Demons in the game. Almost goes down there. Reptile. He's good with that extra weight added. It's a tungsten putty. So it's like, it's a tungsten weight, like the solid ones, but it's a putty that you can mold and shape. And people often use it for the Pinewood box derby cars. You know, those little wooden race cars, Pine Derby or whatever. Pinewood box, you get the, yeah, but they use it for that. But anyways, match continuing here, still 10-0 the score. Almost a shutout right there, and that time a good flip. Silver Molina keeping the Demons alive. So that brings out Hammer now. 10-5 Outlaws in the lead. Looking to put it away, and Silver Molina had to duck away. He had to get out of there. He was on the edge. Didn't know if he was going to be able to stay up or not. But out of play he goes, running for safety, still 10-5. Make it 10-10, Silver Molina fighting back here. So that'll bring out Black Spinebuster. Game all even now. And look at this, Black Spinebuster and Silver Molina. Silver Molina's going to be down there. Playing the edge as if it's a flat surface. And Silver Molina's down, 15-10. The Outlaws retake the lead. Gowanda now going for the win. Of course, that's Black Spinebuster, but he's got Red Spectite to deal with. Red Spectite trying to force overtime. Can he do it? Of course, Black Spinebuster going for the win. Both cars staying up, switching sides here. And almost a flip there, but again, both cars able to stay up. Match continuing. From opposite sides of the field, they continue to battle. And what a match they're having. Almost a flip there. Again, both cars able to stay up, switching sides yet again. I don't know, Black Spinebuster wants that side, and that time he's down. And hey, folks, we're up to $8. We are up to $8 now. This is the third overtime game of this tournament. And it's thanks to Shane Geyser here today. Red Spectite and the Philadelphia Demons force in OT. We are tied at 15. So Red Spectite versus Demon 4. So Demon 4, a car that Shane Geyser did trade away, but he was underperforming during the season. And he goes down there, and Shane Geyser hangs on with the Philadelphia Demons. 20-15 the final in overtime. And Shane Geyser's Philadelphia Demons are moving on to the third round in our 2021 preseason tournament. Big overtime win over the Gowanda Outlaws. What a match. I think I'm out of breath watching that. Oh my God, I didn't do nothing. But what a match, and what a game, what a finish there. Philadelphia getting the win. Red Spectite getting it done at the end. And the number 9 seed. 9 seed Philadelphia Demons will move on to host the number 2 seeded San Antonio Defenders in the quarterfinals. So to give you the complete run through again of Monday's matchups, Tampa Bay Gators, the number 1 seed against 19th seeded Washington, so Patriots and Gators. 2 seeded San Antonio Defenders against the number 9 seeded Philadelphia Demons. 3 seeded Montreal Saints taking on the 7 seeded LA Blades. And the number 4 seeded Mexico City Jaguars will be on the road against the number 6 seeded San Diego Lightning. We'll run through the San Diego and Mexico City are soft field teams, as is LA. Wow, Philadelphia is the only team with the hard field. So Tampa Bay, Mexico City, Montreal, get ready to play on soft field, and San Antonio, get ready to play on hard field. I guess that's the way to put it, right? So that's what's coming up on our next game day, which will be Monday, the 8th. Yeah, Monday, February 8th. So until then, folks, much love, and as always, take care of yourself, be yourselves, and peace.